Hey, welcome to all the Leos out there. This is the fourth time that I'm doing this video, this monthly horoscope for Leos of 2012. I tell you what, you're worth it. I don't know why, but all kind of practical, annoying stuff is going on. But I hope this fourth time is going to be a good time to make this video. And it's an important one because it's about you. It's about Leos in general for the month of December 2012. And as I said, you're worth of it every second because there's such a huge emphasis on your fifth house for Leos. And the fifth house is your Leo house. It's in Sagittarius, but it's very much related to Leo. And the fifth house is all about romance. It's all about sexuality, it's all about creativity, it's all about children, it's all about expressing yourself with your heart, or from the heart, I should say. So this month of December is going to be very much your cup of tea actually for the Leos. So why is that? During the first couple of weeks of the month, the first 3 weeks, two and a half, 3 weeks of the month, there is this sun shining in your fifth house. The sun is in Sagittarius in your fifth house, so big beam on that. But not only the sun, it's for a great deal of the month also Venus and Mercury who are in your fifth house of Sagittarius. So, are you falling in love during the month of December with Venus in there? Or are you going to start a new hobby that is a bit Venus-like or Mercury-like, maybe with communication, talking, writing, reading a lot? Or or maybe, because it's in Sagittarius, it has to do with a lot of adventurous stuff you want to do, maybe with ones you love. Anyway, no matter what it is, it promises to be a very month of the self-expression. And I think no matter what planet you have in Leo, whether it is the sun or the moon or even an ascendant, it shows that in general you do need to shine in some kind of area of your life. Even if you're someone who really doesn't want to shine, or who is really quite shy or humble. You know, if you've got planets in Leo, you really have to express yourself in some kind of way. So that's very much on the surface for the month of December. And what else is going on? So that's the fun part. And it's a really nice part. But there's also deeper stuff going on for you. And that's towards more the end of the month. As from the 20th until the end of the month, you're going to have more focus on your 6th house and your 12th house. Now in your 6th house there's Mars, and also the Sun at the end of the month is going to enter that 6th house, which means so very male planets in that 6th house, male energies in the 6th house. And male energy is of course all about action and starting something new and get on with it. And 6th house could be many things. It could be your health. So maybe it's obvious that it's a good time to start things that has to do with your psychological health or with your physical health, with your soul health, to sort that out. So it's a good time to end any addiction that you're having, especially around around the full moon. I'll talk about that in a minute. It's also a good time to sort things out on a day-to-day level. So also to take action when it considers that. If you don't have a job, it's a good time to look for a job. It's a good time to put action to find a job. So I wouldn't wait until, because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's December month, it's not an interesting time to look for a new job. I don't think that's the case for you. It's a good time now to look for it, and maybe later on you will benefit from it, or even you will benefit quite quickly from it, because you've got that activity in the 6th house, which is day-to-day stuff, but also work, day-to-day work. So you could make some changes in that, especially with Pluto also in there. Pluto about transformation, so transformation of your work could be the case. If you already have a job, it could be the case that you are going to put more energy into it, or trying to get the next step, you know, trying to get a bit further, or trying to change some things concerning your job. Or it could simply mean that you are more active randomly, you know, more being around places, because the 6th house also has to do with, you know, being here and there everywhere. Maybe just in your house, or maybe doing stuff, just fixing little problems. And all of that is culminating, because there's a full moon, is culminating around the 28th of December, because then there is a full moon in Cancer at 7 degrees of 7 degrees of Cancer, and that is your 12th house. And the full moon, of course, your ruler is involved, because if your sun is in Capricorn around 7 degrees of Capricorn. So it's an important time for you, a culmination, and the Pluto-Uranus square is involved in this. So Pluto-Uranus, I've been talking about that many times. I also do have separate videos concerning the Pluto-Uranus square, but it doesn't really affect that much of the fixed signs and your fixed sign. But now it does affect you, because of course your sun, your ruler, is involved, so it has a bearing on you. And through those 6th, 12th houses that I was talking about, which is all about trying to be healthy, not only physically but also in the mind and in the soul, trying to be as healthy as possible. So notwithstanding the fact that you're having a lot of pleasure during this month, it's also a good month to start to take care of yourself, and to start new things, maybe starting even a diet or something that has to do with your health and your health condition. So that's a good time to do that. And also a lot of emotional stuff that was hidden can, around that period, around the 28th, can come clear for you, because that moon, that very powerful full moon, powerful, why? Because that moon is in its own sign, in Cancer, so it's a strong moon, and it's even more powerful because it's triggering the Pluto-Uranus square, you know, that opposition with Pluto and your sun. So it's definitely going to make a kind of a transformation for you. So you have the opportunity to get a level upwards concerning the areas that I talked about. So it's very much a month with both sides, you know, the really light side of the 5th house, and also the really side of hard working, the 6th house side. The 6th house is associated with Virgo, it's doing the day-to-day stuff. So very interesting. And around Christmas time, if you're celebrating it, the 25th of December, it's going to be it's going to be a month of fun. And I know that Christmas for a lot of people can be sad at times, because, you know, a lot of people have lost someone recently, and then Christmas is always a time that they think about that. Or a lot of people are just lonely during these periods and don't have any family, or lost their family in some kind of way. And I know that this period can be tough for some people, but I think for you Leos, if that is the case with you, you can tap in with some fun, and it's just by you being creative, even in just the little things, or doing some little things for yourself, basically. During that period, the moon is in the 11th house, so it's a good time around Christmas for you to have new aspirations or think about your aspirations, or even be amongst friends, maybe. Then, and during the end of the year, you know, with New Year's Eve and so on, so it's going to be that quite emotional but good energy. Quite emotional, why? Because of that full moon of Cancer. But as the moon then shifts into Leo, which is your sign, it's going to be a very happy new year, literally. So I think whatever you're doing, it's very much about you, because the moon is in your sign. So the beam and the focus and the emotions that you're having, it's a good time to take care of yourself, actually. So I wish you, Leo, a lot of presents around that time, and not only material stuff, but also presents like, you know, the gifts from the heart, and that you can give your own present. Maybe that's also a good thing to do. But certainly I think by opening that heart of yours, you know, that stuff that is going on in the 5th house, you probably will have a lot of opportunity to open your heart to others, and they will open your heart to you as well. So take advantage of that. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and if you're not celebrating Christmas, I wish you a Happy New Year, that all your wishes come true for the year of 2013, and see you next month, see you next year. Bye bye.